Morning, ladies. Right from the middle after a well-deserved rest day yesterday. Welcome back. You know the story by now. May I have your team list? Thanks. 12, 13, 14. 12 and the 2 subs. Okay, Rwanda, you the home team for this match. By now you know the heads and the tails. You should know by now, so you can call. Tails is the call, and tails it is. Mozambique won the toss and decided to bat first. Okay, so from the middle, Mozambique won the toss, decided to bat first, and ladies, we start in 10 o'clock. Good luck for the day. Cameraman? No, here's a cameraman.
Just in front of it.
Jersey number 30. It's short, eh? Yeah. Give us a countdown. How do we know when we are? Good morning and welcome to Gaborone, Botswana. We are here at the Kalahari BCA Women's T20 International Tournament. It's match day 3. We have game 11. Rwanda taking on Mozambique. Mozambique winning the toss and electing to bat this morning. The umpires in the middle. We've got Dale Dlamini and Johannes Mukandi. My name is John Mukokwe and I'm here in commentary with Aisha Mtrala. Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning, John. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this wonderful day, wonderful games, exploring women.
Steady start from the skipper, Rosine Herrera. She has been opening the bowling a few times, especially on this deck. She's been one of the off spinners that really turns the ball on these wickets.
And opening the batting for Mozambique is Irene Mdlovu with our partner Fernanda Zavala.
Yeah, a bit of a change in at the top of the order. Olga, I wonder if it's perhaps an injury or just a tactical decision she did. Was very aggressive against Lesotho. Blistering knock at the top of the order.
Think maybe the coaches want to explore.
Oh, lovely one through the covers. They come through for a single. Mozambique underway here this morning. Lovely bright skies. Great day for cricket, I must be honest.
Have to.
Yeah, Fernanda gets a count rolling with a lovely cut through the offside. As we see Irene now going around the stumps. Irene Herrera, new skipper for Rwanda. Ooh, just went over the stumps on that one. Good bounce. Irene taking over from the experienced Meridian Bimenyimana. And that's a very steady start from Irene as we see Mozambique 1 for 1 here after 1 over. And of course the outgoing captain, veteran of the side, Meridian Bimenyimana, will take the new ball from the generator end. Meridian, of course, her brother opens the bowling for the senior national men's side, Zeppi Bimenyimana.
Yes, the sport runs in the family. It's a family thing, John. Figured with me and my siblings as well.
Of course, congratulations to your family as well. Your sister part of the national team in this tournament.
Nice and steady start from Mary.
Third man is the only fielder out in the deep. Clear tactic from Rwanda just to make sure that they try to get as many dot balls as possible and apply pressure in the inner ring. Rwanda blooding quite a few youngsters in this tournament, quite a few under 19s coming through in this tournament. Handed out 2 debutant caps in the previous game against Lesotho. We saw Devota Uweza get her first cap as well as young Nadine. Oh, that's very close, and indeed it is. Plumb in the middle of the stump. She just fell over a little bit. Meridian gets her first wicket. Mozambique 2 for 1.
Bit of celebration from Rwanda, just what we expected, unlike the other day.
True, I think her head just fell over to the offside a bit, and that's what really let her down. The shot was on, but unfortunately she overbalanced, cost her wicket. Coming in now will be Abelina Moyani. Yet to get a big contribution from her. Definitely her country needs her today. That coveted number 3 spot. Mary will have other plans for sure. Oh, there's an opportunity.
Beautifully
What a
played.
grab by the skipper. One hand. That was spectacular. Oh, she has to go first ball, but what a ripper. One hand.
That was really beautiful, John.
Sensational catch out the top drawer.
A very exceptional performance from the captain herself. I must say I'm really very impressed. In replacement of Abelina Muyane is
As we see a replay of that one again. Lovely stretch from one hand to her right. Snaffles it up. That was awesome and sensational from the young skipper, Rosine Herrera. And coming in, as you were mentioning, Aisha, is the dangerous Olga Mandlani. As again, we see that we could watch that all day. What a catch.
Catch of the tournament so far.
Oh, definitely. I think it's going to be very difficult to beat that one. Olga is quite devastating to the leg side. Very, very dominant on that leg side. Anything short, she loves to just get her power through and her hands through.
End of the second over and Mozambique is 2 for 2.
Better? It'll be Rosine to continue from the university and fresh from that stunning catch she just took. Confidence will be higher for sure. As you can see, quite a bit of turn. She's one spinner who really has impressed this tournament. She gets a lot of revs on the ball.
Absolutely. Mozambique having a little bit of struggle there. Most of the balls are pitched on the offside rather.
That is a clear tactic why she's come around the wicket. She definitely wants to expose LBW and bowled. She wants to get the ball turning just outside off stump in towards off and middle.
True that.
Oh, variation. She's got her breakthrough. Mozambique lose their third. They are now 2 for 3 as the skipper gets in on the act. Mozambique in quite a spot of bother, losing 3 wickets, only 2 runs on the board. As you see the replay again, exactly what we were talking about, why she's come around the wicket. She wants to get that ball and LBW and middle stump, top all over. Coming in now to join order will be Rosalia Pichano. Rosalia, rather, she's had a solid tournament, did have a good knock in their game against Lesotho. Boy, do they need her today. They need a partnership, something just to get going at the moment.
Absolutely. You can tell that Olga is waiting for that one person who will take her in for a little bit of more overs.
And the one thing that stood out for Rwanda is that they're the only team that really possess spinners. Other sides in the game rely heavily on seam bowling, hence they've been able to really dominate with their ball. The batters haven't had to chase many runs at all.
Absolutely.
I don't think any team has scored more than 70 against them. I think Botswana might have scored the highest, being 60 odd against them. So a lot of the teams have come undone by spin. They do have 2 off spinners in their ranks, and that's been the key dominance factor for them. Other spin being Rosette Shimamana. Off the pads will be a leg bite. Will be more advised to just take it down to 1, and they do. And of course, Rwanda being an East African team, Aisha, it's one of the things that here in the south and so forth, we do struggle with. We don't develop enough spinners, and you find that both the men's and the women's cricket, they do struggle when they tour and face countries that there's a lot of spin or there's sort of spin dominance, teams like Kenya and so forth. Ooh, that's very close, and indeed the finger goes up from Dale Ntlantla. It really was pitching outside off stump. She's looking for her dominant leg side field, which she does like. And now Mozambique slipped to 4 wickets for only 3 runs on the board.
Commenting on what you just said, John, we all agree that Rwanda is a very... There we have the captain herself beautifully taking of the humongous Olga, taking the long walk back to the resting area. A little bit of more frustration, expecting to get more runs for her team.
And they'll be very concerned. Olga's a massive player for them. Joining Rosalia at the wicket will be Christine Fernando Magaya. A second tour down to Botswana. She was here in the World Cup qualifiers as well. T20 Women's World Cup qualifiers hosted here in Botswana.
So you can see a replay of that. Beautifully taken. They just got Olga right at her weakness. Just trying to sweep it off rather to her strength.
I mean, the shot was on. I think it's just slightly she played it a little bit too fast as it held up a little bit in the wicket. And she was through with the shot a bit too soon and plumb in front.
That's the over.
At the end of the 3rd over, Mozambique 3 for the loss of 4. It'll be Meridian to continue, Meridian Bimenyimana to continue from generator end, also known as the golf course end.
There we go.
Solid adjustment from her from right to left-hander. You often see seamers just struggling a little bit with the line and length, but she's right on the money, showing all her experience.
You can tell that the skills are those of an experienced person. Like as I was just saying, Rwanda is best known for It's well-equipped skills. Very good cricket there.
Promising drive. Top class fielding as well in the covers. Good cricket all round. Yeah, Aisha, I've bared witness to it in my visit to Rwanda. They do have one of the most dynamic programs for women's cricket in Africa. Good support from the association, Rwanda Cricket Association, particularly from the young developing under 19 levels and so forth. Bit of a misfield in the covers. I believe it was Rosette. Yes, definitely Rosette on that occasion. They come back for 2. Great running by Mozambique. Rosalia's looked quite poised. Those 2 drives are quite confident, very classy, standing up nice and tall, getting a weight into the shot. Quite often you see players trying to hit those balls across the line. She's been quite orthodox in her play. Very good to see. Oh. As I'm praising her on this occasion, she decides to go for a bit of an aggressive hack. It was there, the shot was definitely over pitched. She'll feel that the bowler got away with one. Very close to that off stump, that previous delivery.
Okay.
You're honing in on that off stump.
Commenting on what you just said, John, you can tell that Rosalia is back in with the basics. Applying the basics very good. End of 4 overs, and Mozambique is only 5 for the loss of 4.
Replacing the skipper from the university end will be the very familiar face of Henrietta Rees, Ishimwe.
You're 2 minutes down.
Also not a stranger to these conditions, did win a tournament here with the under-19s for Rwanda where they qualified for the World Cup. Smashed 100 in that tournament. Very, very familiar conditions to her.
And she just took man of the match from the previous match
Right, I'm coming over.
when they were playing against Lesotho.
Yeah, of course, they've lost 5 tosses in a row, so that's the one thing that will sadden them. They do want to get their young batters to have a hit. It is something the coaches have said. They want to give their youngsters a bit of an experience by batting first. Unfortunately, they've had to chase and very low scores at that. They're not complacent, but they simply just want to also just get an opportunity to bat their 20. And experience a bit of pressure situations throughout that order. Oh, what a shot. Very short from Henriette. Put away. Should just be 2 though. Thickish outfield. Christina's off the mark. If there is an area, if she does err, she's not a bowler who bowls too many extras, but if she does err at times, it is on length. Sometimes she does have the drag down delivery for some reason. Mozambique desperately require a partnership. These 2, can they be the ones for their nation? Just to take them deep and about the 12, 15 over mark. Oh, lovely drive. Promising drive.
Goes for a 4. You have Rosalia there standing for her country, shining. It's Christina, rather, pardon me.
That really came off the middle. What a classy drive from the young right-hander. So just in the slot, she goes bang. Wow, well driven all along the carpet. Mozambique, they go on to 11 for 4.
Could tell that from that drive there was a lot of beautiful skills applied there, a lot of confidence followed as well.
Great stop from the young wicketkeeper, Flora. She's had a wonderful tournament for her nation. Had a brief chat with her before the game. I told her, keep up the good work. She's been a standout keeper in this tournament.
Absolutely my favorite, Sean. My favorite.
I see another one, just an outside edge, sticks out the left, right leg. Oh, over the top, and this should be another 4.
Beautifully smacked by Christina. This partnership is taking us somewhere.
End of the 5th over, Mozambique, 15 for 4. Another replay of that, one in the slot, that one was stopped by Irakoze. And then we see the boundary, over pitched again. She goes over the top this time. Great courageous cricket. Taking Mozambique now to a more positive figure of 15 for 4. That's exactly what you need, bit of momentum shift. It's amazing what a partnership can do. Coming in from the golf course with generator end will be the spin of Rosette Shimwamana. She's been a big threat. Not too much turn from her deliveries, but she does bowl really, really tight. Gives nothing away. Builds the pressure, and then usually wickets fall at the other end.
Manuka. Go come on. When we know. Nadi. Uyu na. Eh. Uyu ngoyera garari hanze agiye kuzana.
For the left-hander, they've got a deep fielder in the cow corner region, or deep mid-wicket for those not knowing who cow corner is. It's more deep mid-wicket region. It's the only fielder where they feel like the slog sweep might be a threat. Everybody else inside the circle.
A lot of confidence fielding from Rwanda. Normally we have 2 fielders outside.
Both these two players just time the ball so much. You don't see them just putting too much strength. Rwanda move another fielder now down to the super boundary. That should give Rosalia that opportunity to get a single down there. Opportunity just over the top, running away to the super boundary. Will it be cut off? Yes, it is. Meridian keeping down to 2. These two batting with such a high level of calmness to their game. Don't seem really fazed by what's gone before. Just playing the ball on merit, and that's what you need to do.
Exactly. I think a great partnership has been formed here. Beautiful basics applied by Mozambique batters. Very impressed.
Yeah, well put, Aisha. I think they're doing the basics so well. And if you look at the other wickets that have fallen, it's just a bit of batter error rather than really great deliveries per se. The one hand catch by Rosaria, that was a rip of a delivery.
Definitely.
That one aside, everybody else just sort of made an error. 2 LBWs in a bowl tells you everything, the story. Both 2 for 2 and 2 for 3 from the opening bowlers. And that's the end of the 6th over. Mozambique 17 for 4. It will be Henriette to continue now, taking out a long on fielder. Most likely better placed if you take out the long off, because that's where the boundaries went. Much better delivery. That's exactly the length she wants to be at. Whenever you over pitch, Christina does latch on anything that's too full. It'll be interesting to see if that carries. Henriette is not happy at all with Flora, her keeper, Flora Koze. Bit of frustration. Quite an uncharacteristic stroke as well from Christina, trying to apply the pressure on the bowler. She's played a pull shot for 2 and then 2 massive boundaries down the ground. Not too sure if there's any need to be trying to hack across the line. Much better. Back to basics. I mean, in the middle order, Aisha, it's an area where you really need to play the situation very well as a batter. At the top of the order, you can just play your natural game and try and apply the pressure. But sometimes when you're in the middle, you have to play the situation.
Exactly.
Or an opportunity will bounce safely. Only one. She didn't get hold of that one at all.
Great running from Mozambique as well.
That's what I mean. You're 4 down. You can't afford to be hacking across the line and taking risks. You need to just play for the team and see what's best for the team, and you have to play accordingly in that regard.
True that, John.
Hence, being an opening batter myself, I've always found that it's a much more difficult job in the middle order. You're either coming in under pressure or you're coming in, the team's doing well and you have to go and hit. So you're always having to play a different game. Whereas at the top of the order, you're kind of just always playing the same sort of way, applying yourself. So,
exactly.
I mean, no criticism to any opening batters out there. I'm just talking about my experience personally. I find that it's a lot more skill and hard work to play that middle order. Sometimes you're coming in against spin, sometimes against seam bowling. So it's really, really a tough area to bat and very critical for every team.
I must say I'm learning a lot here, John.
Definitely, we all are. We all need to. And that's the end of the 7th over. Mozambique, a little bit of a partnership. They moved on to 18 for 4.
That's not 8. 7.
It will be Rosette Shimomlana to continue from the golf course end. Steady start in her first over. She'll want to continue.
One of your favorite spin bowlers in the tournament so far. Heard a lot of compliments from you, John.
Yeah, she's just very, very steady. Doesn't try too many tricks, but she's also steady because she applies the pressure. She gets wickets at the other end. Such a team player. But I have been impressed by Rosine Herrera. She's really turned it a mile in this tournament. And considering this time of the year, really in Botswana, and the wickets as well, the time, the preparation and so forth, they don't hold that much turn. But she's turned it on both grounds, which has been highly impressive.
Absolutely.
Oh, and then she gets her first breakthrough. Rosette will be happy about that. She gets her first, only 2 runs for her on the board. Big hack across the line. Mozambique 18 for 5.
As we see a replay of that, nice and straight bowling, and then bang in the off stump there, working down with frustration.
Christina, very, very disappointing shot from her. She's had a good innings so far, playing nice and straight, playing the ball on merit, and that on that occasion, just trying to apply a bit of pressure and going across the line, she pays the price. But she was very, very impressive, to be honest. It was a bit of a hack. Coming in is Isabel Christina Chuma. She loves to give it a bit of a hit as well. Can she exercise a bit of patience in this regard, get a partnership going? That's what the captain will be hoping for.
I believe she can, John. You can tell the confidence coming in without a helmet as well.
As you can see from the first ball, she is quite a dasher. She likes to just go for it, or she does not like to defend at all. She enjoys scoring in boundaries.
Absolutely, you can tell the height also allows.
Beating everyone, the batter and the keeper on this occasion. Great turn from her, turn and bounce. As you can see from Isabel Chuma, 2 balls, 2 attacking shots. That's exactly how she plays the game. And once she gets a few away, she can really turn a lot of the pressure onto the opposition.
Absolutely.
Very long levers, good reach on her. And the ball came with a bit of pace back at Rosette. She was not wanting to get in the way of that at all. And that's the end of the 8th over. Mozambique 20 for 5.
Diego. Sadmani. Nafanya. Devata hanu wajaga hibuke. Diego gerayo. Uchene nafanya. Jendari. Ajagari. Nafanya. Yes.
8 overs, let's see minute.
Oui.
It'll be Josiane Nyirangudaneza coming in to replace Ishimwe at the university end.
New bowler. Right, I'm coming over. 6 balls to come.
Josiane and upcoming Sima.
She definitely is. Across this tournament, she scooped one of the player of the matches.
To show why she's bowling with the cap as a Sima. Not something you don't see too often.
I think by now it's something she's very used to, very comfortable according to her. As you see, she has a nice and steady start.
Yeah, 100%, very good start from her.
Beautiful.
Opportunity at mid-on, Ishimwe with the catch. Josiane gets her first wicket, and that will be the end of Rosalia. She's gone for 5 of 17 balls. Mozambique 20 for 6.
One, two, three.
Angelica Salomao there coming in to replace Rosalia. hopeful for another partnership here.
That's middle. Right, I'm coming over. 3 balls to come.
You'd expect to see a slip as Rosalia getting a bit of seam movement on the up. Perhaps something that Rosiane might consider getting a slip into her. You do have the team 6 down. You would want to now try and wrap it up as quickly as possible. Oh, a lovely drive on the up. She gets underway. Angelica, a great drive down there. Big chase from Meridian. She gets down to it, cuts it off. Just 2. As you can see, Aisha, exactly what I'm talking about. The teams don't seem too bothered by Rwanda's seam bowling. It's been their spin bowling that's really broken the back of most sides in the tournament.
Absolutely.
And it's simply an experience thing. Southern African players and so forth, they do not face a lot of spin, as opposed to see not only one player getting into double figures on that scorecard. Really not too promising reading. 9 overs gone, Mozambique 22 for 6.
Commenting on what you just said, John, Southern Africa, one thing I figured is that we consider spin bowling as one of the toughest.
You see another replay. Shima just getting under that and settling herself, taking it. Lovely catch. Good experienced player. It will be Rosette to continue. One down to deep mid wicket. Oh my word, they did not get one. Really poor cricket from both these young batters. Easy single down to deep mid wicket. Bit of confusion between them. Opportunity. Great catch by young Josiane. It was. Isabel Chuma has to make the long walk back. Mozambique, all sorts of trouble this morning. 22 for 7 now. Another one. Great catch by Josiane coming in. Spin continuing to be the undoing of Mozambique. The 2 spinners taking 2 wickets each. 4 wickets of the 7 have fallen to spin. Hence why we were saying Rwanda, that's where they've been apart from other teams. Just their spinners really doing damage and wreaking havoc in most of the teams in this tournament.
You have to admit, Rwanda's fielding has been exceptional across this tournament. Nice and straight bat there from Amelia. Mozambique has some beautiful basics kept there. Ground route for them.
Ten overs gone, Mozambique. 22 for 7. Will be young Josiane to continue from the university end. Picked up a stick in her first week over. She'll want to continue now. Get herself into that player of the match conversation. Mozambique continue not to trust their defense, just want to play offense as much as possible. Oh, lovely drive. Ishimwe with the error. Unfortunately, Ishimwe with the misfield. It will go down for 4. Mozambique with a bit of momentum. They move on to 26 for 7. Top shot by Angelica.
As you can see on the replay, beautifully smacked to the long on. And then there it goes for a beautiful 4. Opportunity there, and then...
Oh, three fielders converging, and unfortunately a dolly goes down. It was a sitter. You could not wish for a better catch than that.
Almost, John, almost.
It was Clarice. 2 errors, back-to-back errors. First, Ishimwe with the boundary went for 4, and now Clarice dropping quite a regulation catch. Ill discipline from Rwanda. As we see again, just a real sitter. You pray for those kind of catches.
Definitely do.
Opportunity again for Ishimwe. She does well on this occasion. Run out. Batter gets back.
Another point out is that between the two teams there's been a good communication going on.
Meridian couldn't believe it, the outgoing captain. She was also in contention to take it, but Clarice called for it. Oh, great timing. Angelica gets up for 1.
Oh, as I was saying, John, as you can see, both the teams have had good communication since morning. Both the batters, the fielders.
Yeah, it has been. I think even on that occasion, the ball in the air, 3 fielders were closing in on it. There was a good call from Clarice. I think, sometimes on easy catches, you just sort of think it's going to be just so casual. And you take your eye off it slightly and then, oh, it's gone.
That's the over.
And that's the end of the 11th over. Mozambique, 27 for 7. As we see that one, sure want to not see that at all. After we saw brilliance earlier in the morning from Herrera, and then Clarice putting down a pure dolly, it will be Rosette Shimwamwana to continue and finish. This is her last over. She's back 2 wickets already. Can she get another 2? Definitely going down leg, that one. You can see from the keeper scuttering down. Good attacking line. As I mentioned, she doesn't try too many funny things. She's just really a line and length bowler. Does get some good bounce on occasion. Shimwamwana, Rosette. Was a bit of an edge on that one. Down leg, great work by Flora. That was really, really wide.
So keep on admitting, one of the keepers I'm looking up to.
She's highly athletic. One thing you can see about Flora Irakoze, the keeper, she really enjoys what she's doing. You know, she's got so much energy in it, a lot of bounce and so forth.
Definitely, John.
That's the end of her spell. Rosette, she's bought 4 overs. Conceded only 3 runs and picked up 2 sticks. What a great performance from her. It's end of the 12th over, 29 for 7.
They're on point. They're on time. Huh?
Yeah, on time.
It'll be Josiane to continue. Very unfortunate in the previous over. Had a misfield and a catch dropped off her bowling. Oh, that's a nut. Oh. Exactly why I was wondering there isn't really a catch, a slip or a gully. I mean, she is getting some good bounce. You have a team 7 down, why not? Now they do it. As often happens, the horse is already bolted.
Some adjustments made by...
It's a very deep gully. I'm not sure if she's there for a mistimed cut. Very, very deep. But there is a spot outside the rough stump where, even for the local cricket, there's a massive bounce out there. As I was saying about even from the gully and a lot of the offside field is quite deep. You might want to have a short cover. She is playing those blocks very, very uppishly.
True that, John.
Herrera, the skipper, coming in slightly. And there's an opportunity to Meridian, and that one goes down. Another one off the bowling of... Oh, and that's a run out on the other end. Clarice making up with the run out. She dropped the catch and she gets a run out at the non-strikers end. Bad cricket from Mozambique, you must say, but well done. Good alertness from Team Rwanda.
You should say they were amending the loss.
And it'll be good to see just the flow of events. Another great delivery from Josiane. Uppish drive, Meridian diving forward, putting it down. Clarice alert, having a shy at the non-strikers end and getting the wicket. 30 now for 8. Regine, Osvaldo, Muzumba coming in. Rosine coming in at number 10.
Amélia, galinha come no chão.
Angelica, it'll be interesting to see how she just wandered out her crease like that. Never run at all. In club cricket, they say you went on a windy walk. She's paid the price. Oh my word, back to the bowler. Bit of a laugh as well from Josiane. She's wondering what can I ever do to get a wicket here. She's had Amelia in all kinds of trouble, popping catches, but no help for her from her fielding. Much better defense from Amelia. I see that opportunity. This one just perilously over her head. Bit of a laugh as well from her, saying, what do I have to do to get a wicket? 13 overs gone, Mozambique, 30 for 8. Replacing the impressive Rosetti Momwana will be Mary Diane Bimenyamana from the golf course end. She's going into the new batter, Regina Muzumba. Mary already 2 wickets under her belt. She's already picked up 2 Player of the Game awards. She'll be hunting for her third today. If she bags another 2 or so sticks here, she's already in contention for sure. Mozambique are a better batting unit than this. They have scored an impressive 178 in their game against Lesotho. Very positive cricket, hence their decision to win the toss and bat today. Want to take the challenge to the opposition. Full toss, can she put it away? Josiane in the mix at long on. Mid on rather, keeps it down just to a single. Actually, no run at all. Great fielding from young Josiane.
I must say, Josiane has been exceptional. While she was bowling, she kept her lane consistent all along.
I agree with you, as well as the bit of pace as well. You underrate even the pace that she's got. She packs a bit of a bunch. We did see a lot of bounce outside that off stump, so yeah, I'd agree with you 100%. She keeps it so simple, doesn't she?
She definitely does.
Thinking I'm tempted slower ball on that occasion, but it doesn't fool the batter. A bit too wide as well. Mary Diane taking out all her bag of tricks, trying everything she can to pick up her third scalp.
On the other side, Regina struggling to get some runs, but standing her ground though.
Very impressive over from Mary Diane Bimenyamana. 14 overs gone, Mozambique 30 for 8. Returning from the university end will be Rosine Herrera. Now we have the 2 opening bowlers back in action. In tandem again now here in the middle. Trying to wrap it up is the young skipper. She's also bagged a brace. Oh, opportunity. Bit of bounce on that occasion, I believe. That's what saved young Amelia. Very, very close.
Rosine having 2 wickets. She's coming back, striving for her third.
And she's done it. She's picked up her third. Mozambique now 30 for 9. Very impressive bowling of the young captain, Rosine Herrera. As we've said, spin really has proven to be the undoing of most of the sides. Against Rwanda, 2 spinners have been phenomenal. Rosette as well as Irene, as you see her again, lovely bowling. She knew what to do, turned it in from outside off stump and hit the middle stump. She really has given it a rip in this tournament.
Definitely did. Very good control over the ball.
And the final wicket for Mozambique will be Laura Chipanga. It's one of those situations where if you really you can't be blamed either tactic you take. Either you just chance your arm a bit, try to get a few runs. You could get away with the young 20, get your team up to somewhere around 50, 60 mark. I'm not too sure if defending really will be the nice plot, because I don't think it's really worked for them at this stage. Now you're sitting here 9 down. You might as well chance your arm.
That's me.
Irera to Laura.
Yeah.
Great defense from young Laura. Herrera has been really great in this tournament. She's led well. Her captaincy's been exceptional. She's got field placings very correct. And with the ball, she's been just a step above. She uses the crease well, goes over and around the wicket very well. Tremendous wisdom from the young captain.
Absolutely, John.
15 overs have now gone. Mozambique 30 for 9. It will be Meridian Bimenyumana to continue. She's into her last over. Impressive figures of 2 for 3. It's a big competition between her and her skipper, the two leaders of the side.
Can always tell that Mary knows what she's doing. Every time after that release, she goes back with that huge smile on her face.
Truly does play cricket with a smile on her face, which is really good to see. Not someone with too much pace, you'd say, but someone who has such good control over the ball, and she can vary her line depending on where you want to attack. She's very good control on the ball. Uses all that wealth of experience that she's acquired. And that's another thing, she can move the ball. Possesses very good quality of skills.
True that, John. But one thing I figured is that characteristic prevails across the whole team.
Yeah, they are highly skilled, well-drilled unit.
One thing Regina would definitely want to do is try to place as straight as possible.
She did try to hack that one across the line, but I like the tactic. It was a bit wide of her stumps, so you can have a good hack at it. But as you're saying, you want to hit it towards the offside rather than trying to pull it across your body. Hence what I was saying, I think the tactic would be just try and play a bit more positive at this label. It's you're already 31 for 9. You really can't get in a worse situation. Great movement from Meridian. She really did think she had her player. I'm trying to play too defensive. There's a saying where they say you're trying to anchor a sinking ship. It's really a fruitless task. The ship is already going down. You might as well just try and get it a bit further down to the shore, or closer to shore. And that's the end of the 16th over. Mozambique 31 for 9.
Hey, she.
Right on time.
Tutazimara twice.
Captain? Captain? You're captain? Okay, you're on.
Meridian, impressive figures of 2 for 4 in her 4 overs. The 2 opening bowlers are counting for 5 scalps. 3 from the skipper, Rosine Herrera, and 1 from Meridian Bimenyamana. Now we'll see the experienced Henriette come back for her 3rd over. A very expensive over in the first over, over pitched and was packed away down the ground twice. Came back well in the 2nd over. Can she wrap it up? Great running from the young Mozambique batters, scampering through to a single. Sense a little bit of frustration from Henriette in her bowling. On that occasion, not happy that the single was taken. She's just like a bit frustrated. She wants that wicket.
That's middle. Better. Right arm coming over. 5 balls to come.
Regina trying to regain her confidence.
Great line and length from Henriette. It's exactly where you want to be to the lower order. If they miss, you have to make sure that you are hitting the stumps.
Absolutely, you can tell the relief on her face.
Trying to get a bit of dip on that occasion. Unfortunately, it was a full toss. See, the plan was to go for a bit of a yorker. Regina resolute in defense. She's yet to get off the mark. Face 15 deliveries. That is the wicket. Henriette gets her first. Mozambique have been bowled out here at the BCA Oval for 32 runs. Very impressive wicket, taking the top of off stump. What a delivery from Henriette. All round sensational performance from Rwanda senior women's team. They will require 33 runs in their 20. Another demolition job by their bowlers. Just to see that replay. Well bowled, pitching on middle and just taking the top of off stump, exactly where you want to be. Great experience from Henriette. That is the end of the innings. Please join us in about 10 minutes for the Rwanda chase here at the BCA Oval, the BCA Kalahari Women's T20 International Tournament.
Yes, yes, coming.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, viewers all over the world. This is the Kalahari BCA Women's T20 International Tournament, the inaugural tournament of its kind here in Botswana. It's match day 3, match 11. Rwanda taking on Mozambique. Rwanda restricting Mozambique to 32 runs this morning. And now we have Mozambique underway. My name is John Mokoko. I'm in commentary with Aisha Mtwara, the under 19 captain, or former rather. How are you, Aisha?
I'm good, thank you, John. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
We have our two umpires out there, Dale Dlamini and Johannes Mukundi, local lads. Also from our fellow neighbor country, Zimbabwe, but we do call them local. Laura Chipanga opening from the generator end, or rather golf course end. Should be going to Meridian Bimenyuman. Solid in defense from Meridian. Mary, the highly experienced opener for Rwanda. She's going in with the wicketkeeper batter, Flora Irakoze. They have a bit of a rotation system around that opening position, just trying to give as much opportunity to other players. They have been chasing low scores, unfortunately for them, losing all 5 of their tosses.
Yes, John. can tell that the rotations mean there's not much pressure on the Rwanda side.
They've been very disappointed. They've been hoping just to get a bit of a hit, give the experienced while they're under 19s a bit of experience with the bat, and especially in pressure situations. Coming down the wicket slightly. Inside edge, they get me through for one. Meridian gets her count on going. The Chinese cut, as they call it. So Rwanda do have their illustrious annual tournament, being the Kwibuka T20. Coming up, certain stars as well staying back home in preparation for that. Botswana have been part of that. Nigeria as well as Uganda do participate in that tournament. Highly treasured tournament. Underway immediately, the young wicketkeeper Irakoze, the lovely back foot punch, coming back for two.
Back up.
Aisha, I did hear, so you want to take up the gloves as well going forward for your side?
Absolutely, John. You can tell the way my lovely wicketkeeper smacks the ball is not just ordinary.
They're quite a compact player, packs a punch. Might be small in stature, but really does pack a punch.
Definitely.
And how's your confidence in your batting? As you can see, the modern game, you do need your keepers to be batting in that top order.
Definitely. Having all the good length charges there.
This is something, are you still batting in the middle order?
Yes, John.
Oh, an opportunity. Slight leading edge on that one, but fall safely. End of the first over. Rwanda 3 without loss. Opening the bowling for Mozambique from the university end, we have Angelique Philippe Solomao, another player who was here in the previous World Cup qualifiers for Mozambique. She knows these conditions.
Better. Right arm coming over. 6 balls to come.
We've played against Rwanda as well. She'll know you do not want to overpitch at all to Meridian.
Absolutely.
Much better length. It's exactly where you want to be. She really does pack a punch on that front foot. Gives it everything. Either through the covers or straight down to the side screen. Also has a very good cut, Meridian, must be said, which you do need at the top of the order.
Agree with you on that one, John.
Through the hands. Trying to go for that coveted cut that she does love. She gets another run for herself. Right through the hands of Olga at short cover.
A tiny little bit away from you. That's middle. Right arm coming over.
Just coming back to you again, Aisha. What number are you saying you're batting now? Or you want to see yourself? You still in that 4-5 position? 6?
Well, I must say I've improved.
Oh, right across the line, as we were saying. She's trying to be overly positive, potentially. She loses, pays the price. Great areas from young Angelique. What a night for her. 4 for the loss of 1 now. Rwanda. Just trying to be overly positive, taking on the wrong ball, unfortunately, wrong decision making. And she just goes heck across the line. Horrible looking shot. She loses her middle stump. And she wouldn't want to see that replay at all. It will be Lillian Ufatinema.
So what do you? Tiny little bit.
Lillian coming at number 3.
That's it.
Again, you would see Henriette Ishimo at this position, but like we said, we're just trying to get through this batting order, get as many people a chance as possible, especially leading into the playoffs, which will be tomorrow. Much better. Good start from Lillian. Gets our count going with a nice single through the covers. Another one down the leg side. I must say we are only into a second over, but still I must say the discipline of Mozambique has been much better today. We saw yesterday Lesotho giving away 51 wides in their game against Mozambique. So Mozambique as well, handing over them some nice gifts as well in return, giving quite a few extras. So far so good for them. My word, right to the mid wicket. Square leg rather, and they get down for 1. Good running. Good positive calling from these young 2 batters.
Commenting on what you just said, John, a lot of discipline prevails amongst the Mozambique team. You can tell when they're batting as well, a lot of basics applied, listening definitely to what their coach told them to do.
Wait.
Angelique has really bowled quite an over. Kept it so simple, line in length.
That's the over.
There's been a bit of nibble off the turf as well. As we see the end of the second over, Rwanda 7 for the loss of 1. Will be Laura Chipanga to continue from the golf course end. Mary has faced 3 deliveries. She did try it coming down the track once. She will be itching to get into this power play. Oh, already you can see from that shot that clear intent. That delivery as well as the one that got Yangi Karakwaze, it's just a bit of a judgment error in length. Both batters just thinking that the ball is way more fuller than it is. You can see that one bounced right over the stumps. For Irakwaze, took the top of middle, so the judgment of length just letting them down a little bit.
I have to admit, one of my weaknesses as well.
Much better from Meridian. Great fielding at backward point. Oh my word, and they come back for 2. That was not good at all. Should never have been 2. Great running from Rwanda. I hear you, Aisha. I think judgment of length is something you can work on, and there's quite a few drills for that. One can be just sort of some tape across, or cones even within the nets, and you're just working on length, particularly picking that length. I mean, it is something we don't get taught at an early age, but it's so key and fundamental to batting.
Absolutely.
Coming down the track now, fortunately it is wide. Chipanga saw her coming, tried to drag it across. Wade can really let you down is where we've seen a lot of sides struggle in this tournament against Rwanda is against the spinners. That's where you find that spinners are trying to beat you for length, because more than anything they want to get you going back when you should be coming forward. So
Absolutely.
And there's a full one, hit hard but right in the gap. He's running away, fast outfield, will be kept down to 2. Not the connection she wanted, but runs nonetheless.
Morale!
Young Irakoze will be disappointed. What a golden opportunity just to be a little bit of a 20 not out. Oh my word, off the pads. Rwanda lose their second. She'll consider herself unlucky, but fortune favors the bold. Rwanda 12 for 2 now here in the third.
You can tell right there in the replay, Irakoze has her ball on the offside and then bang the pad and then onto the off stump.
Will be Georgette Ingabire now. Number 16, Georgette Ingabire, someone we haven't had a good look at in this tournament. Of course, they have only been chasing very low scores, so not a lot of opportunities for the lineup, the middle order, and as a whole. So can she capitalize? Only 21 runs to win, of course, but just so many battles within a battle, isn't there? There's just so much, batting is a confidence game, so how you can be, if you can just hit a few boundaries and see your side home. Amazing how it can do into the final, taking you into the final tomorrow. Oh, short delivery, whacked over square leg, running away down to the square leg boundary. Timing just letting her down again. She gets off the mark immediately. Aisha, Rwanda is struggling with their timing.
So exciting how the chants are now. I think the chants are magically affecting Rwanda. Yeah. A lot of chants have been going on within Mozambique.
It's just interesting why they're just struggling with it. But like again, they just haven't had a knock, have they? Another one. Ooh. That's what happens when you haven't had a challenging score to go up against, you know what I mean? Hence, what a golden opportunity for Mozambique if they put up even 80 or 90 odd. You already have 2 now on the board. What an opportunity to just put this Rwanda lining up under a lot of pressure, but you haven't now given yourself an opportunity. So, only 18 to win. Oh my word, that is a bit straight, and it is adjacent. Georgette has to go. Rwanda lose their third. Will we see a bit of an upset today? Anything's possible. Cricket is a funny game. Rwanda 15 for 3. Just the replay of it, you can just see very straight delivery. I'm not too sure why she decided to go for the slog sweep. Just way too full. Again, either misjudgment of length or something, but just play down straight with a straight bat. But Georgette will pay the price. She'll look at that replay and hopefully work on it. And you had a chat with the coaches as well, something she can correct. Just such a straight delivery. No need to even try thinking about going across the line. The experienced Harry Ishimwe will come down now. Boy, do they need her experience in this situation.
In addition on what you just said, John, you can tell that Mozambique's bowling has as well improved. They've been giving off fewer wides.
Yeah, like I said in the second over, that it was only the second over, but their discipline has been something that stood out for me. Fortunately, there's only 18 runs to go. You don't think that Rwanda will feel too much pressure. What a golden opportunity for Rwanda just to get another 2-3 wickets. As we speak about the discipline, one goes down, but Angelica has been wonderful. She's into her third. She's only conceded 4 runs and bagged a wicket. A wicket of Irakoze, young Irakoze Flora, the keeper of Rwanda. Angelica, the captain of Mozambique, of course. And here's an opportunity, too deep. Just hit that spot that we were talking about, Aisha, this morning, where We saw a lot of carry from the bowling of Rosario as well this morning, and there's just a lot of bounce outside that right-handers off stump from the university end. Another bowler that used that so well was Josiane for Rwanda. She was on the money right outside that off stump consistently.
Absolutely, John.
Fortunately, she's had a couple of catches, 2 catches dropped off her bowling, but she could have bagged more than one today. I'll say she was the quickest of the bowlers on show.
Absolutely. According to what I just figured.
Lovely timing down to square leg. Should be covered. Well done. Keeps it down to 2. That was a tall figure of Isabel Chuma on the boundary. Rwanda now only requiring another 15 runs for victory. You can really tell from this innings so far that they just haven't had a lot of cricket under their belt in this tournament at all. We all know that they are such a talented batting lineup. We've only just seen their exploits with the ball, but they are such a talented batting lineup. But because of the lack of exposure and confidence in the tournament, now you just find them just struggling to find their areas and losing their wickets. Very innocuous delivery, getting rid of Meridian Bimanyuman on that occasion. Wide down leg, it's just those little things, I guess. Not too surprised the skipper keeping herself going. She has been on the money from this university end. Posing all kinds of threats for the Rwanda batters. Well timed down to mid-wicket. Should just be 1.
Let's stay over.
End of the 4th over. And Rwanda is 19 for 3. Requiring 14 runs to win.
Laura Chipanga to continue. Why not? These 2 opening bowlers have been quite good. Aisha, from what has transpired so far, do you think Mozambique made the right choice to bat first, or what do you think you would have done maybe if you were the captain of Mozambique this morning at the toss?
Just for learning and exposure, I think I would have batted first.
I agree with you, and I like that position. And sometimes it can be such a challenge to chase under pressure as well.
Absolutely.
So they wanted to maybe perhaps just bat with a bit of freedom and chase their own target. I think that's what they were looking at.
Exactly. Or just to for improvement and to have more game time, they would have let Rwanda bat first so that they have more to chase.
That's a good view to look at it. It's the other side of the coin, of course, yeah. You could have said, no, let me bowl first and field 20 overs and just maybe chase a bigger target as well. Let's challenge ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And both views are right. Are good views. I think you can't say that they were wrong to bat first, can you?
True that.
Conditions are very good. Full toss, can it be packed away? Lovely fielding at backward point. Dot ball. Well kept out by Fernanda Zafala there at backward point. So yeah, just back to the decision. I think it was a good one to bat first. The conditions were good. The only one that really confused me was the change in batting lineup and the approach. I mean, they took away the aggressive Olga at the top, and they just decided to go on a bit of a let's feed off the opposition rather than let's take the game to them like they did against Lesotho.
Well, sometimes it's all about exploring. You never know what the other players have for you, John.
The problem sometimes is that lower ranked teams, they tend to play the reputation of the side even before a ball is bowled. Sometimes you get a half volley and you're like, oh, but it's the star player, it's Henriette, it's whoever, and you get a half volley and you don't pack it away. So I think young sides, and something I've said to the Botswana side as well, just you got to play the ball rather than the man.
Absolutely.
Forget rankings, forget all of that. So the approach was really, really just so timid. Oh, lovely Nick, and well stopped at slipped by the skipper, Angelica. So that's what I mean. I just felt that they were so timid in their approach. Whereas now against Lesotho, because they rate this is Lesotho, it's an underrated side, they were so aggressive, they were so dynamic in their play. And it's something that they should have stuck to despite the opposition.
Absolutely.
Just can't change your tactics like that just for an opposition. And you're respecting a team even before you get on the park.
It's humanity, John. It's humanity.
It is human nature, I must say, but I believe you need to play the ball. That's the most important thing. Forget reputation. Back to the cricket. 5 overs gone. Rwanda 19 for 3.
I have to admit, John, Rwanda has only few runs to chase, but this has been very interesting. Mozambique has been keeping quite a tight fielding there.
Exactly, and you see the skipper now bowling herself through Chuma. She's got 2 for 11. No, I beg your pardon. She's
Away from you.
She's back 2 for 11 so far. So she really is on a bit of momentum. Might as well. I respect the decision to bowl herself through for sure. Why not?
True that. Maybe should get another wicket here.
Yeah. As you can see, Henriette's her first ball. Respecting what's gone before. She understands that this is the bowler who's bowling and applying a lot of pressure on her side. But so much credit to the coaching of Mozambique. They've been so disciplined with the ball this morning. And as I talk about it, fortunately we see a bit of ill discipline, but so far so good. As a whole, if you have to assess it as a whole, they've been so good. A lot of pressure on Rwanda, I can tell you. It might be a low score, but they are feeling a bit of heat out there. No one wants to make a mistake. It's more feeding off the bad ball. Oh, what a lovely cover drive. It's so has such a strength of hers. She gets underway with the cover drive. Rwanda move on to 24 for 3. Could watch that replay all day long, I can tell you. She is highly strong on that offside, both on the back and the front foot. The way she played that, you could see if you wake up in the middle of the night, she'd still pack it away for 4. Nice and wide out there, and she goes bang. 4 runs all the way, so well placed as well. Oh, she did favor that as well. She was looking at it. She's very strong on the cut. But you have to be cautious. There is a bit of up and down bounce outside that off stump. So well done on her to leave that.
True that, John.
Yeah, Aisha, just back to that reputation issue. You really, really need to. Young sides have to get over it. I find that she's come down the wicket, clipped down to mid wicket. Should come back for 2. Great running by Rwanda. One thing you forget about even the higher ranked sides is that they feel they're human as well, and they feel pressure just like you, and especially in big games, and it's more, the pressure is more on them to win the game, you know what I mean?
True that, true that.
And if they lose, then the bigger egg is on their face, as opposed to if you lose, you're expected to lose. So hence you just got to give it your best and try and apply as much pressure on a higher ranked side as possible.
Absolutely. And as we said earlier, cricket is a very funny game.
100%, Aisha.
Anything can happen.
Too often you find sides coming in just looking at rankings and, oh, this is so-and-so bowling. I really I take issue to that. I find that you just gotta be as aggressive as possible particularly against even more against higher ranked sides. Great timing again. What a shot in the middle of the bat. 2 steps down the wicket, and that is 30 now on the board for Rwanda. And Henriette moves into double figures. 6 overs on gone. Rwanda, they've been steady. They've gone to 30 for 3 now. As you see, a use of the feet, gets to the pitch and boom. No chance of stopping that. That's exactly what I mean. You just got to keep applying the pressure no matter the situation. Play your natural game, and that's exactly what her natural game is.
Should admit, Henriette is very good with a cut shot.
Will be Loras Chipanga, the 2 opening bowlers, being bowled through 4 apiece. Yeah, what was it? I beg your pardon. Chipanga. Oh. Well timed. That will be 4 runs all the way. Really was an effort in vain. What a shot by Lillian. Rwanda 34 for 3. And that concludes the game. Rwanda completing the game within 6 overs. I see a replay of that. Just heading down leg and bang. Great timing by Lillian. Good patience on her side. That is the game. Rwanda get home by 7 wickets. They remain unbeaten here in the Kalahari BCA Women's T20 International Tournament. They are heading to the playoffs as well, where they'll be waiting for the opposition there. Please join us shortly for the post-match presentation.
Focus on there. Dat geht Livestream.
Oh, the whole team this side.
You go this way. Yeah, go that way. Then that's it. Move there, move closer.
Oh, there's that. There's that.
Must be like that.
Thank you so much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation. My name is Given Aisha Matrala, beautiful lady standing before you. Standing next to me is the tournament referee, Mr. John Kluter. Hope I said it well this time. Yeah. Huge thanks to the sponsors, the players, as well as the supporters of this tournament. His Highness is going to award Player of the Tournament. But before that, I'd like to announce outstanding performances for today. We have Mary, who has 2 for 4 in 4 overs. A round of applause, please. Appreciation. We also have Rosie, 2 for 3 in 4 as well. Huge round of applause. And lastly, who's also the Player of the Tournament, we have...
Of the match.
Of the match, excuse me. We have Rosin Herrera, who's also the captain of the great team.
They're bowling for us?
Oh, you have 3 for 2 in 3 overs. Exceptional.
Great.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Smile.
A word or two, ma'am. Hope it's good standing with someone who looks as good as I have. Okay, today I just want your feelings, no comments. Just tell us how you feel. Captaining your team, getting Player of the Tournament consistently. Hope it feels good.
I feel okay, and I also thank my team for just keep helping me and supporting me, and then they prayed their Lord very well. That's why I'm now Player of the Match today.
Thank you so much. Great thanks to Team Rwanda for always supporting your team. She always mentions it. I hope you're proud of yourself. May I please have Captain of Mozambique, please? Hard luck, team. We hope for a great performance in your next game. What comments and improvements? I must say, a comment from me, I saw a huge improvement. I think Rwanda was a little bit under pressure as I was watching the game because your team had improved. What do you think you have improved in this game?
Ok, primeiro agradecer pela oportunidade de jogo que tivemos e dizer que não conseguimos vencer contra a Rwanda porque, é claro, a time de Rwanda é forte em relação a nós e prometemos fazer o melhor para o próximo jogo que temos, que é Lesotho. Obrigada.
Thank you so much. I think she said great things. Thank you so much. I'd like to call our captain again for a word or two. What comments do you have about your team's performance today, ma'am?
So the best comment I have, we restricted them under the points they get for last game. That's our improvement again.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is the end of our post-match presentation. Managed to wait. Managed to wait. Food. Thank you so much. I'm getting great support from my mate, hey?
Perfect. And are you calling the tournament man of the tournament already?
You know why I'm saying that? Because Fez is like, you'll be announcing man of the tournament. I'm like, I'm announcing man of the tournament.
Next to somebody who looks as good as I am.
Wow.
No one has given me that compliment, so I have to compliment myself.
Fishing.
You went
The mic sounds good, eh? You sounded good on the mic.
Oh, thank you. No. But I know my voice is sexy.
What comments do you have about your team's performance today, man?
Look, the only thing that's helping you right now is your looks. Because if I had to close my eyes to speak to you, yeah.